Hi everyone, this is Pam here at StackSocial, again back this week with another really awesome product to talk to you guys about. So this week we're talking about this right here, which is the Zeus Smart Car Finder and Charger. So this isn't just your everyday car charger, which is really cool. And let's talk about that for a sec. So car chargers, I bet you have one. If you're somebody who drives around at all and needs to use anything like Google Maps, Apple Maps, Waze, you know that they can really suck down your battery on your smartphone. So it's always smart to have a car charger, just one that plugs into your cigarette lighter, and you can have one or two USB ports, and then just plug in whatever kind of charger you need, and you can charge while you drive. It's a really good way of making sure that if you're running around all day driving and doing going to a lot of different locations, that you have a full charge on your phone. So in general, car chargers, amazing, 100%. If you don't have one, highly recommend getting one. So this car charger is special. It's called the Zeus, as you can see here, and the Zeus is not only a car charger, it's also a car finder. So let's take a look at this. So first and foremost, the Zeus is, the packaging is great. It comes in this really nice looking box. And it's very sleek. It's a black matte finish, as you can see here. It's not very shiny. Oh, there we go. You can catch the light up there, and it looks pretty matte. It's got two ports here, one on this side, one on this side, and this is where you plug it in. So it's actually very sleek looking, and it has won design awards because of its simplicity, and it's just very, it's not an eyesore. Like, I know I have a car charger in my car right now, and it's bright red, and I got it at some drugstore, and some light blinks on it, and it looks terrible. This would look much nicer in my car. And so let's talk about some of the features. So of course it's like any other car charger. You plug it in, it's got ports on it, you can plug in your devices and charge. So a cool thing about the Zeus is it charges twice as fast. So it has 2 times the charging speed. So basically, if your phone's almost dead, it'll take half the time to charge it all the way. Which is really crucial, especially if, I've been in a situation where I get in the car, I realize my phone is really low on battery, but I'm not driving very far. I'm only driving 10 or 15 minutes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if this is going to get me very far to charge my phone right now, but with this, 15 minutes will actually go a long way, and will actually be more like half an hour of charging time, which is awesome. So 2 times the charging speed is an amazing feature. And then let's talk a little bit about the actual ports. So we've all had to handle USB ports, right? We know that there's a right side and a wrong side. There's a right side of a USB port, and if you try to plug it in the opposite way, you won't be able to plug it in, basically. So the Zeus is really cool because it actually has reversible USB ports. So, I know, right? Very cool. So if you can see here, if you put the USB cable in whatever direction it happens to be in, it will fit, which is really, really amazing. Which means you can essentially plug this in. If you get into your car and it's dark out, and you have to fish out your lightning cable or your micro USB cable from a bag or a backpack, you don't even have to turn a light on. You can literally just kind of oh, well, here's the port, plug it in, and you're good to go. So that is one feature that definitely might go a little bit unnoticed, but is really, really convenient. Also, so that's kind of the charging ports. 2 times the charge, reversible USB port, really cool. Now let's talk a little bit about the actual, what this is made of. So a lot of USB car chargers are, they're made of plastic. You can buy them for $5, and the bad thing about that is that, let's say you live in Arizona, or you live here in Southern California, and it gets really, really hot, and you leave it in your car, it could actually do damage, because if it's getting up to 110 degrees in your car charger might not be able to handle that kind of heat. And so it might actually start to do damage, and if it gets damaged from the heat, then it might be causing your phone damage. So anyway, my point is that the Zeus is made of military-grade material that can withstand high temperatures, which is really neat. So it's taking that into account, that if you're someone who lives in a hot climate and you have to leave this in a really hot car, that it'll still work just fine and be totally functional. So now let's get to the exciting part, which is the car finder. So the Zeus is just a car charger, but it also is a car finder. So what does that mean? That means that when you plug this into your car, you have these 3 lights up here that you can see. It's got these, well, here we go, yeah. It's got these 3 LED lights right up there. And you can plug this in, and you can actually download an app on your phone, which is the Zeus Companion app, which is right here. And essentially what this does, and it's kind of freaking out a little bit because the Zeus isn't plugged into a car charger, so it doesn't have any electricity. So it's still thinking that I'm parked where I was yesterday. But see, it can tell you with a certain amount of accuracy where your car is parked. So if this is plugged in while you're driving, it automatically knows when you've stopped for a prolonged period of time and parked. So, and it also knows because your phone is leaving your car while the charger is staying in there, so it knows that you must have parked your car. So it essentially has a last parking feature, and as long as this is still plugged into your car, you can see not just only with this compass, and it tells you, right now it's telling me I'm 5.2 miles in that direction, for example, but you can also see on a map where you've parked. So it'll tell you right here on this map exactly where I've parked. And the app works with iOS as well as Android, which is super, super awesome to have that. And so you can also move where the car is. If you hold it down, I can move around this pin in case it wasn't totally accurate. And also it can set reminders, which is really cool. And you can open it in a map app. For example, if you have no idea where you parked your car and you're leaving whatever location, you can plug this into Maps and it will walk you back to your car. You can also set timers, which is really awesome if you're somebody who is parked in a metered spot, for example. If you need to come back and set the meter or put more change in the meter, you can set a timer so that it alerts you when you have to do that. You can also take a photo. You can take a photo of where you parked. That way you can recognize it when you come back. And it also has a couple other features which are neat. For example, you can check out your car battery health because, of course, the Zeus is plugged into the cigarette lighter, which is the battery of your car. And it'll let you know if your battery is doing okay, if maybe it's about time to get it changed, and your highest and your lowest voltage throughout the entire day, which is really cool. Right now, obviously, the most important thing about this is how much. So right now we have it up on the site for $30, and which is a total steal. It's the lowest price that you'll be able to find for it. Like I said, the app works in both Apple or iOS as well as Android, and it has a lot of really cool features. And a lot of map apps have the parking feature these days, but obviously the Zeus comes with the added feature that it can charge your phones and your devices. So overall, this is an awesome product, and we've heard really, really awesome reviews from it. The meter reminder is great. Car finder is great. I've been using this while I've been driving, and it's honestly a great little product to have because you don't realize how much you need it until you need it. You don't realize how awesome it is to have somebody or an app let you know where you parked last or how far away it is or all of that until you lose your car and don't know where it is. So yeah, so I would say the most important features are definitely that it charges twice as fast and that it has this awesome app. So the link for this on the StackSocial site is in the description of the video. And if you guys have any more questions about it, please make sure and comment, and we'll definitely get back to you. So that's it for today, the Zeus car charger. And again, ask us anything if you want. We'll make sure and get back to you. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.